Welcome guys, this is another video on the Xr150 panel. This video is going to be over how to connect your laptop to the Xr150. The first thing you got to do is you got to go to the DMP website, download the software. Once you get the software, we're going to open, it's called Remote Link. Of course, the customers were used to be able to get System Link, which has been discontinued by the manufacturer, but this is more for the programmers out there that's new to it, that need more experience with the software. The first thing we're going to do is create a new folder, drop the box down. You got to determine what kind of panel you have. This is an Xr150. Let me find it in the, right there it is. You have to know what account number you have. I have used 1234 just for testing. Panel name. We're just going to put house. I've got hundreds of accounts in there. I don't want to name it to something I already have. Now, there's several different ways you can connect your laptop. The serial port on the panels are kind of getting extinct. I feel that that was the easiest way to connect this thing. But unfortunately, DMP thinks that the serial ports are going away, so now we have Ethernet port and the DMP Xr150 cable they supply, which is definitely the slowest way to connect. So today we're going to do the network. You must go into the program, which all this was explained in the first video, or the basic programming video, but now we're going into more depth. We're going to the network options. We're going to say DHCP no. Here's your IP address. We're just going to make it something basic, 192.168.1.10. One 92.1.1, and we'll leave that the way it is. You kind of want to look at what your port's set to, but most of the time I leave it factory. It says 202. Then we're going to come out of programming. We are going to, you have to make sure your IP of the laptop is in the same, let's see, network connections, Ethernet. Of course, I got a cell card. I always have to disable that before my Ethernet port will work. I'm going to set my laptop one number off of the control panel. 192.168.1. I want to say 11. It just can't be the same. Once you do that, I already have my Ethernet wire plugged up to the panel. And we're going to set the control panel right there, 192.168.1.10. Don't think there's a remote key in the programming. If there is, it'll let me know. Then you want to go to Panel, Connect. Alright, so this just tells you what version it is. And there we go, it is connected. So that's how you connect it via Ethernet. Now if you do have a remote key in there, I can show you real quick where that's located. They have to be the same or it'll tell you that. That would be under Remote Options, Remote Key. You just simply put whatever number you want in there. That just keeps people from being able to hack into the system if you put in a remote key. I'm just going to leave mine blank. Now the next way I'm going to show you is with the DMP Xr150 cable. This is a part from DMP. I will show you how to connect that. It is the slower way to do it. The network is the fastest. Cellular being the second fastest. The Xr150 being the slowest. Most laptops don't have a serial port anymore, so you just need this converter to get your serial connection. Now we'll switch this network to direct. Make sure you know which COM port you are using. I know mine is 5. You'll want to select the baud rate to 38400. And then that should be all the connection you have to make in the program. Next we want to go into the diagnostics. That would be with DIAG command. What I want you to do now is go to where it says PC programming. Hit one of the top keys. It has to be done. That has to be clicked in order for you to gain access using the Xr150 cable. Next we're going to go to Panel, Connect. And that's how you connect with the Xr150 cable. That is definitely the slowest way to program. It's just a serial connection. It's very slow compared to the network selection that you had before. As I said before, some panels have a serial port built right onto the board. That is I really like using that feature. It's a shame DMP deleted it, but some of the older panels have it. It eliminates the use of the Xr150 cable. It is located on here somewhere on the older boards. There will be this dip switch. There'll be a dip switch here with that you'll need to select R for the 232. This board doesn't have it, and I would say going forward none of them are going to have it. So the final way of connecting is using a cell card, which I will say you cannot update firmware with the cell connection. Updating firmware has to be done one of the first two ways I showed you, either with network or direct. You cannot update firmware using a cell card, but you can program with a cell card, and that's programming cellular can be done remotely. You don't have to be on site. It's very nice to be able to log into something and be able to program it, not even being there. But you would just select cellular, and as the phone number you would simply use this SIM number, punch that into the phone number, and that will gain you access to the cell card and the programming. The diagnostic menu is the only connection that you have to go to PC programming is the direct connection. Network and cellular, you do not have to do that in diagnostics. This does conclude today's video. The 3 ways of connecting to a Xr150 via laptop. I will say the system link is no longer available to the customer, but this is more for the programmers. But this does conclude the video. Please subscribe to my channel, like the video for future content. I am the Alarm Shark. Have a good day.